Let's go for Cryptid. Cryptid's an interesting character and one that I've definitely lost with before. More trees spawn, gain 12 materials and experience for every living tree at the end of a wave. More HP regen for living trees. More attack speed when you dodge. Dodge is capped at 70 instead of 60. Can't lifesteal. 100 range less. Fewer materials from enemies. I honestly have no idea how this character works. However, I think Ghost Scepter should be fine. Thief Daggers should also be fine. I think I slightly prefer Thief Dagger. Wonder how easy the old map would feel to me now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Melee weapons to avoid hitting trees. You get minus 100 range, so Ghost Scepters are fine. You can still avoid hitting trees if you don't want to hit trees. First result for Brotato Wildling is a Reddit post saying that it's impossible to get a win with Wildling. Well, seems untrue. Is this Cryptid in question the Lorax? Possible. I own that book. It is upstairs as we speak. I want that. I have no idea if this is good or not. I'm gonna buy it. Dark Souls font, Reddit discredited. Okay. It took me 15 seconds, but I worked out what you meant. Very funny. I should read it as Dark Souls font though, right? Reddit discredited. Or something like that. How can we be certain that JORBS isn't a cryptid? What is a cryptid? Like I know what a cryptid is, but also is there a reason I wouldn't be a cryptid? Like, the definition doesn't seem particularly restrictive. It's just like anything someone finds mysterious, right? But, like, people can just decide they find something mysterious. Maybe I am a cryptid. There are multiple confirmed JORBS sightings. Alleged confirmed JORBS sightings. There has to be folklore for something to be a cryptid. There's JORBS lore. ManyJorbs, for example. Oh, ManyJorbs might be a cryptid. If Okay. I see. I'm not a cryptid, but ManyJorbs is. That makes sense. Nightmare Jorbs is a cryptid. Fair. My mother is calling me on the telephone right now. I'm going to finish this wave and then call her back. Do you think probably we pick up the phone when our mother calls, yeah? Seems like a good idea. Sometimes other people's mothers call you on the phone. Me too. Alright, I'll be right back. I just sat down at my computer and put my headphones on and realized that the music is less loud now. And it is because it's not coming through my headphones. It's coming through the speakers. Okay, well. Okay, I have changed this. What character is this? This is Cryptid. This should be hard, right? Like I should be... This should be a really hard run to win like this. I am weaker than I would be usually. For some reason. I don't have any dodge, so I'm not really using the character. I'm weaker because I have less range and fewer materials from enemies. It's mostly less materials from enemies. But I do have a lot of harvesting. Maybe it'll be okay. Does this potato have a big foot? The Bigfoot hoax was the subject of a presentation I was an audience member for at a friend's party once. That hoax is kind of wild. It's a very impressively done hoax. There's a ton of Bigfoot stuff around where you live. Nice. Love that for you. So, the big thing with Cryptid is if at any point I am offered Pocket Factory, I can suddenly start killing all the trees and playing an engineering run. But if that doesn't happen, we leave the trees alive, which is also good and fine. What's up with that guy who can freeze himself, but then he doesn't get cold? Is he a cryptid? Is that what Wim Hoax was meant to be referencing? Isn't his name like Wim Hof or something? you think I could do that? Is it real or is he just making it up? Doesn't that, like, kill you or something? Why doesn't he die? I don't, like, want him to die, but why does he do that and not die? Apples are so good, it's crazy that trees just make them. That's what Cryptid is all about. Only kills you if you are weak to frost damage. I see. It doesn't feel to me like I am getting less money than I should be every wave. So I think I will probably just win this run very easily. Ooh, those are kind of fun items. You take this for 8% crit chance if nothing else. Who's the person I'm talking about? Whiff Hum was his name, I believe. Happy Halloween, Thony. Apples being so tasty is why trees make them, so animals eat them and poop out their seeds to fertilize and spread the next generation of trees. Is it, like, disrespectful that we don't eat the seeds of apples, then? I feel like that's kind of disrespectful of us. Like, are we too good for the trees or something? Are we what's wrong with America? You eat the seeds of apples? Nice. As a kid, I was told that they had arsenic in them, so they would kill me. But only if I ate a lot. I don't think it was ever explained how many a lot was. Why not cursed? What the hell? Ooh, hunting trophy is good. Alright, I am now just stronger than an average run, I think. I want to luck something to curse it. Is Wim Hof related to David Blaine? They both have two names, so maybe. If you can taste cyanide, you have 5 seconds left to live. It must have been very cruel of us to do whatever we did to find out what it tastes like. Somebody ate cyanide and they died immediately afterwards, and then someone was like, we need to find out what it tastes like. Here, eat this and tell us what it tastes like. And do it quickly. Horde wave should be a whole lot of money. I got improved tools. I decided to lock nail as well. I'm setting myself to go into trees if I get a pocket factory. They used to taste everything. Which mushrooms taste good and which ones make us see God? And which ones kill Jeremy? I have a 1200 money for some reason. My wisdom is cursed. I had cursed wisdom before. I also have structures can crit. All I'm missing is Pocket Factory. Kind of low on health. I don't want to buy this. Yeah, sure. Oh, I do not want to kill that, actually. Not while I have 0 health. Okay, now it would be fine. Cursed Pearl seems pretty good, and then it's essentially 2 pearls for 1. That's generally what cursed items are. They're basically 2 of the item at the cost of 1. He has a crazy high tolerance for cold and has set several records for endurance challenges in cold temperatures. He attributes the resilience to his training method and sells himself as a motivational speaker. The method seems at best hokum and at worst dangerous for anyone but him. There's evidence that his cold toleration is genetic. Huh. Yeah, I think huh is the entirety of, of my thoughts. I don't think it's too late for a crown. Sure. One shark, please. Alright. Good fight. Ooh, we killed it before the charging things arrived. The charging things are the hardest part of Wave 14 Elite fights. In my experience. People have died from following his training stuff. Feels bad. I wonder if anyone has ever died from trying to play video games like I do. Would I know? I think I've received one message from someone that was like, hey, thanks for all the stuff. See you on the other side. But probably when you're like about to die, reaching out to content creators you watch to tell them is not like at the top of your priorities list. I don't know. Oh my god, I had this video recommended to me on YouTube. And it was like, if you watch this, I am dead or something was the title. And I was like, what? Is this what I think it is? That's kind of wild. So I opened it and it was what I thought it was. It was like a guy talking about how he was coming to the end of his time alive. Like, you know, he knew what was going on, the doctors knew what was going on. It was about to all be over. And I was like, oh, well, this is kind of fascinating. What will he tell me? What are his lessons? What are his takeaways from his time here on this earth? And then he spent the entire time talking about streamer drama. He was like, we all know I have some haters, and I'm not going to be around to tell them that they're wrong anymore, so I'm going to need you to do it for me. And I watched about 5 minutes of that, thinking that he was going to change the subject, and he didn't, and then I was like, oh fuck, okay, I'm going to go outside for a while. I don't imagine he was trying to be petty. I imagine that his time working the job that he worked had instilled in him the belief that that was what was important. I think this is a criticism not of him, but of the world that we live in. Never Sweet Curse stuff, never Pocket Factory. But I found the broken things, so I went every way. Anyway. Every way? Anyway. Well, every way and anyway. The broken thing here means tier 1 Thief Dagger. There are trees everywhere. Why so many trees? Ooh, that one had a crate in it. Finally played Brotato with a controller today. It's easier. It turns out that in a game where your only input is directional movement, being able to choose from more directions is better. Blistering hot take, I know. Just one of the hottest takes. Best revenge is living your best life and not even thinking about your haters. Yeah. That feels like it doesn't understand that people harassing and abusing you can have material effect on your life. Which is a common thing that people who have not actually had haters before think. The best revenge is having them beg you for a job years later. That does sound like it would be quite delicious. Oops, I picked up Lumberjack shirt. I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably one-shot trees anyway, to be honest. I just gained like 40% dodge in one wave. Nice. You've been wazding like a fool this whole time. Barry's pretty good. I've only cursed an item with my thingamajig. I have full crit. I do. Alright, this run was also really easy. I don't... Why are they all just really easy? I don't understand. Ooh, Anvil. Sure. Seems like a good moment for it. I don't know. That's a different shark from the other shark, right? Is this one right shark and the other one's left shark? Depends which way it's facing, maybe. Win a run with Cryptid. It looks like a whale? Oh, okay. My bad. I guess I found a wisdom and a hunting trophy. I don't know. Who else is hard? Brawler, no. Ranger, no. Mage, no. Lucky, no. Generalist. Yeah, Generalist is kind of hard. Generalist is a character who legitimately has, like, downsides. Let's try going ghost weapons. In every elementary school class, there's a poster on the wall with a "This dumb kid won't stop bothering me" action plan. Steps 1 and 2 are ignore and avoid. And then there are steps after that. What are the steps after it? How exciting. Disappointed that Generalists can't start with Harpoon Gun. Harpoon Gun does seem like it would just be a sweet weapon for this character, for sure. I have a... perhaps unpopular opinion of the world. That if you want to live in the world that you would like the world to look like, you do actually have to fight for the world to look like that. You can't just, like, go through your life avoiding all conflict if you would like the world to look the way that you want it to look. Hey, Henry! It's been a lovely, quiet Halloween. The Generalist is a good dispatch song. Something like that. I don't really have enough crit chance for Thief Dagger to make any sense. That Lamprey, kind of beat me up. Scary wave. One of your favorite songs? Nice. I feel like this has been a good Halloween playlist. Definitely a few songs with slightly spooky vibes. Yeah, I'm not doing a great job of not getting hit by things right now. Feels like the first character in a while who hasn't started with any sustain. So Hedgehog is kind of the item that makes Generalist better than other characters, because melee damage gives me range damage and range damage gives me melee damage. So Hedgehog is kind of like twice as good as usual. Hedgehog, Wheat, Alloy, stuff like that. It does exist and it does give the character a slight leverage point compared to other characters. But for the most part, this character is just bad. It's not like obnoxiously bad, it's just like a little bit bad. It's just somewhat worse than a vanilla character would be. Always fun to take mastery on this character. Doesn't mastery not do anything on this character? Not sure I'm on board with that one. Unfortunately, kind of hard to buy that Ghost Flint. A rundown of the worst taters in the game, in my opinion. See, I don't know anymore. They all feel like they win really easily. If we are playing with random weapon start, I feel like there are probably some really bad ones, but I don't know what they are right now. When you get to choose your starting weapon, it feels like every potato's broken. Unless I die as Generalist, in which case this one's the worst. I will accept none of the responsibility for my death. There are no worst taters, only worst players. Sure. I believe The literal exact words that came out of my mouth, yeah. Handcuffs would be good in a slightly different situation. I do hate Soldier. Soldier is deeply unenjoyable. Soldier is the worst character in the game in terms of, like, enjoyable to play, for sure. Streamer? Streamer might be bad if you don't get to choose your starting weapon, but if you choose SMG, it's just, like, horrifically overpowered. The range works for me. Oh. Let's do this one first. Okay, ferry next. Took you about as much time to beat Streamer the first time as all the other potatoes combined. Did you try buying an SMG and standing still? Later you have to buy another SMG. Oh. Oh, it spawned a cursed thing. Okay. Oh, I have chosen this for myself. I see. Generalist is the worst character in the game. Ghost weapons. And Black Flag led to cursed spawner into cursed spawn. At start of wave and snowballed out of control. In fairness, I did take 55 harvesting. That might have contributed. What should I actually play? If it isn't that. You can just play, like, shurikens and thief daggers, right? Let's just do that. I think javelin's ranged, yeah. Cactus Club is fun on Generalist. I think there are lots of things you can do, but none of them are that good. I got, like, the just absolute nut opening here. This is, yeah, GG. Alright, it's already over. If I lose from here, it's clear evidence that Generalist is the worst character in the game. No other explanation would make any sense. Yeah, I guess you can just go Javelin Spear and you're basically playing Spears. Because Javelin's just like a slightly worse version of Spear. Hmm. Still getting really good shops. Loot Flute Generalist 1. Probably decent. I have to be strong on wave 11 for a horde. Not actually that strong though. The horde waves are pretty tame. I wonder if it's better to just have 3 thief daggers and like not have other weapons. Probably not. Not 100% certain, though. You wonder how bad it is to ignore the character's mechanics entirely and just go elemental damage? Why? What's the thing that we get out of doing that, I guess? Lifesteal should be good with shurikens. Do a little bit of that. Simply axolotl harvesting into elemental damage. It's that easy. Fair enough. Trying something new and fun, is that not worth considering? Absolutely not. I am old and set in my ways. No, I'm just like... I don't know, like... Elemental damage isn't new and it's unclear that that would be fun also. The negative doesn't really matter. Is your thought process given icicle and the torch buffs? Yeah, I guess so. Whenever I hear about deserts or sand, I want to play Minecraft. Minecraft has taken over a surprising amount of my brain. For like how much I've actually played it in my life. It's just like, it's a very underutilized semantic space. Like I don't think about deserts very often overall. Yo, Ben! How's it going? Thanks for the 2 years. Do I ever give the potatoes names? This potato looks like a Randall to you? I could see it. This can be Randall. It's reminds you of when you first started playing Dwarf Fortress and your Google ad cookie only ever showed you geology and minerals related stuff. Your Google ad... what? Because... what? Were you Googling geology terms constantly to learn about them for Dwarf Fortress? Because of searching the wiki? Gotcha. Gotcha. Does Google know too much, Twitch chat? That is a nuclear launcher. Don't think I need it. Also just kind of don't want it. Maybe more meaningfully. I want to play Minecraft. Oh no. Two-week Minecraft grind. I always want to, like, make a factory that can make everything without my inputs, and then I don't really know conceptually what I want to do with that factory. I just want to make that factory. It's about the implication of becoming a disconnected deific entity. It's about, like, having to collect 20 wood to make a fence and thinking, what if I instead spent like 200 hours creating an automated process that could make this fence without me doing anything? The male urge to monitor the device. Sounds about right, yeah. Okay, I think I actually have to take something that increases my damage at this point. That increases my damage. Sure. Most things increase my damage. Especially as I am Generalist. Fertilizer reduces my damage. Probably. Not allowed to do anything without spending hours and hours and hours to make it 1% more efficient to do the thing. Absolutely. If you just did it without spending all the time to make it more efficient, yeah, that would be less efficient. right? What's the name of this fallacy? Huh. I feel like I'm collecting more evidence that Generalist is the weakest character in the game right now. Wow. Thief Dagger and Shuriken. Doesn't feel like I bought that much stuff that was bad. Weird character. We'll go Cactus Club this time. Hey Boogie Boy, how are you? Supposed to do Cactus Club. I mean, we definitely can do Cactus Club. It is a way to play. A strong way to play, even. Is it fallacy that you're applying incremental game logic when your progress is linear? Maybe. Why? All of it? This is very, greedy. Isn't a harpoon gun just kind of bad? I don't know, maybe it's not. What if? Never mind. Sure. Hit me up, fishhook. Seems like Pearl is really unfair if it actually finds you more pearls. Well, I don't have any luck, so I'm spending 70 materials for nothing. So I'm not sure that locking it is like the best idea right now. It's a ranged weapon with pierce and AoE and scales off 2 flat damage types. But isn't it like bad? I think it's pretty bad. Give something I want to lock. Thank you. Cool pacifist run. Thank you. You've got this, Hook. Whoa, that could be a pearl. What is it, 4% chance or something? Sure. What? Where is my pearl? Summer. At some point, we're just going to have to take any ranged weapon, probably. Selena Silverstep, hello? How are you? What medieval treatise should we read today? Yesterday we read so much of The Prince. An entire chapter. I like the range here, I think. Maybe just buy this at this point, actually. The Song of Roland? Is that what that means? What is chanson? Holy shit, I speak whatever language that is. That's pretty cool. French? Could have fooled me. Why? Why never cursed? What the hell? Thus spake Zarathustra? I thought that was a song. Is that a song based on a poem or something? It's Nietzsche? What? No way. Or I could take an octopus. Okay. Cursed bait. Does this result in my immediate death? Maybe. I guess at some point we just take this. Oh, maybe I should have locked Javelin. I think we might be on a 3-weapon challenge run right now. Generalist is the worst character in the game. I'm down to start SMGs. What are the effects of curse? Makes enemies stronger, makes items better. Alright. Actually impossible to lose this time. Potatoes float in salt water. You're telling me that we couldn't actually be under the sea? Under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Doo-doo-dee. I sure have an SMG still. I don't know what happened with that. Does a potato holding a gun float on salt water? Probably not. I felt kind of bad for that lamprey. Like, it's the wave boss, so it has to go out halfway through the wave, but it watched, like, me kill 8 of it at once, and then it spawned. Was probably not expecting to succeed. Man. Oh my god. This dude could start with Anvil. The character's completely fine. I am not playing all that well at the moment. There's a reason I'm not playing all that well. It's that I have played not all that well on all the other characters and won easily with them, and I'm kind of confused. And for some reason, not playing all that well on this character is resulting in me losing instead of winning. So I don't really know what that means. I don't know why that isn't how all the other characters worked. It is what it is, though. we'll win this run because I have SMGs. Like, how can I lose? My cactus clubs sure are watching while my SMGs kill everything right now. Oh! I saw them hit twice. Nah, SMG OP. Cactus clubs will get their turn if I find a horde wave. Possible, yeah. Why not take flat damage stats on level up? Well, I'm killing everything without even using half of my weapons right now, so I don't really need to take more damage at the moment. Nice. Flat damage is a stat which is okay, but scales very linearly. You don't really need tons of it. And I can get it by doing things like buying a hedgehog and an alloy or something like that. And then I can win the run by, you know, buying all the other things that exist. Bunch of armor, bunch of sustain, some movement speed, some harvesting. Actually pay for it all. After this wave, let's look at Cactus Club damage versus SMG damage. 2 red items on wave 8 with -5 luck is a thing that just happened. I don't seem to have purchased them, though. 2 dead shop slots. 3% lifesteal? No. Let's take some luck. $3K, 400, 500, 1,000. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's okay. We get a horde in wave 11. The cactus clubs will actually do something then. I found any legendary weapons since the update. When was the update? You mean the DLC coming out? Woo! That was fun. There's a link to the new spreadsheet in the title of the stream. I'm not sure I know when 1.1 came out, but I have seen them in the DLC, yeah. Do I want this? I guess so. I don't want that. Particle accelerator. Too late for hunting trophy? Nah. Got some crit chance. I wouldn't accelerate a particle. I don't assume such things about another human being. You never know for sure. Get 'em, cactus clubs. It's a very satisfying swing right there. Alright, this should be a good cactus club wave, right? $5K, $4K. They still don't list damage in the SMGs. Painful. I guess the SMGs are gaining damage from the heavy tag. It's kind of copium, but would I ride a bike with no handlebars? I did that just the other day, actually. You're welcome, Gigaheart. Ooh. There's a lot of loot crates. What is this song's genre? Is this a sea shanty? Maybe. Projectiles get another pierce on a crit. Okay. I found alloy. Possibly right after I died to bait, though. Oh, I thought I had bought 2 baits for some reason. Hey, Tisserie Chicken! Finally your Friday? Nice. I could grab some range, that would help the cactus clubs. Then grab some minus range just to confuse everyone. Wow, you can actually stand in the middle of those. Whee. Someone was saying I'm from New Zealand. That is correct. That is the country I grew up in. Oh, the joyous sounds of SMGs shooting things. They're so loud. They're just like significantly louder than every other sound, and it's unclear why. It is quite joyous though. Sure. Sounds like popcorn. The really good part of any popcorn preparation when like the kernels are all popping and it's clear that you don't need to stop it from heating yet. The kernel frenzying. God, yeah. Imagine being the person who discovered popcorn. You like leave the kernels in a really hot place for a day and then assume that they're all ruined, and then you try to eat them to see if they can be salvaged, and you're like, oh shit, this was just better. Damn. It must have been a glorious day for whoever that was. John Pop. Found a cursed crown. A little bit late for it to matter, but... Yep. Are people eating the kernels on their own beforehand? Maybe, probably. How's the streak looking? I think 3 in a row losses. You don't think the Popcorn Discoverer has an English-sounding name? Do you think popcorn pops differently in different parts of the world, like it has an accent? Sure. Sure. Maybe I should have bought this, huh? Well, I didn't. Why is, like... The other elites are like a shark, and this is, I don't know, a tooth with a nail in it? Is this a tooth and a nail reference from Magic the Gathering? I made it just completely freeze in the center of the map for 3 seconds. Evidence of popcorn from as early as 6,700 years ago, including burned kernels and phytoliths from Peru. Damn. Nailhead shark to go with a hammerhead. Oh no. Oh no. I would have rather just not known. That's terrible. It's exactly max money. I have to buy it. Yeah, SMGs are just better than other weapons. Wild stuff. Wisdom? Or with a wisdom? Oh, I wanted to look at damage values. This is the only one I had. 10,000. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What if I sold the cactus clubs? Possibly correct. Can't say nyan in Japan, but meow in the US. Kinda wild. You have to be very careful about what you say in this country. When I am thrown in jail or whatever for inevitably criticizing God Emperor Vance or whatever, I hope that my VODs are not taken down so you can continue to enjoy the show. We go with faster enemies. Don't really want that. Oh, this one's fine. That one's good. Alright, GG. Nah, I've seen enough. It's over. I didn't upgrade my weapons all the way. It's wild. I guess part of that is just the difference between having 1 and 2 different weapons. Just harder to upgrade 2 weapons instead of 1. Part of it's probably that I rolled a lot of really good stuff from the shop and had to buy it. I would have died here, like, in the first couple of days of playing this DLC. It's kind of wild. Big arms. Ooh, embarrassing for the Cactus Clubs. So I think, like, common belief is that Cactus Club is the strong weapon on this character, yeah? So, like, my red Cactus Club dealt slightly more than a third of the damage of a blue SMG on the final wave. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why everybody thinks that. Is the DLC worth it? I mean, it's $4. So, yeah, anything that doesn't punch you in the face is, like, worth it if it costs $4. Honestly, some people like being punched in the face. Janek, thanks for the 2 years! Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I should say I have unlocked the Generalist.